many reasons. Maybe they're asking them to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Detroit, Harris and Duren together in the middle. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And with the All-Star break just behind us, Grant, everyone should be well rested for every game.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you'd be surprised how quickly that rest evaporates. It's much needed, but it only gets you so far.
Back to Cunningham. Yep, count it.
I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
And here's Porzingis. Moody on the wing. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown.
Simply the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Every time he makes another three-pointer, he's adding to the record.
Now here's Cunningham. Last game out, we saw him score 42. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the inside, here's Porzingis. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Curry. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Porzingis with a screen on Harris. And here's Green from the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Cunningham outside. Out to Thompson. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Curry. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You see players around the league trying to copy Curry's one-motion shot, but there's only one step.
Harris outside. Thompson outside. And here's Harris. Thompson with a screen. Shot to stop the run. Harris misses.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Count it. Curry's got 7 points.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And so the timeout by JB Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
Here's Duren. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Cunningham finds Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Thompson outside. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. The Warriors lead by 7. Duren with a steal. Harris passes to Cunningham. Here's Robinson. Harris outside. Duren with a screen on Green. And here's Harris outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Porzingis. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Duren against Porzingis. Duren, the pass to Harris. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
He was not going to settle on that play. Harris works his way inside and does a good job of drawing the foul.
Shoot 2.
Harris, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A good percentage from here. Harris over 80% for his career.
And he makes both free throws. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Over Duren. And there's another one for the Warriors.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Deflects the pass. And stolen by Porzingis. Left side Moody. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Cunningham finds Robinson. Harris outside. And the three-pointer goes. Harris has got 5 now.
You can just see how decisive Harris is. Effective at catching passes and just firing quickly.
Pass to Moody. Outside, Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Harris. 11 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Outside Moody. Outside Curry. Top of the key. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 9 points for Stephen Curry.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at Golden State, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
Now Duren hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Robinson finds Thompson. Out to Harris. Count it. Good.
Leaving his defender in the absolute dust. Tobias Harris is doing everything right now.
To the left side wing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Warriors making a switch here. Melton's checked in.
Kristaps Porzingis. One shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Now here's Cunningham. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson, no good. The Warriors lead by 12. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. Curry, no good. The Pistons shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Over Moody. Cunningham outside. Duran with a screen on Curry. Here's Cunningham. Good on the jump shot.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Melton outside. Outside Porzingis. Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good. Porzingis has got 11.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And the dunk by Duran.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game. Moody passes to Green. No good with the triple. Pistons trail by 10. Pass to Harris. Cunningham outside. Now here's Robinson. And here's Duran. Green covering. Lets it go from 14. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You gotta love how he's stuck with the play. Nice work.
Melton against Robinson. Melton misses.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Herter comes in for Robinson. And the Warriors with possession here, leading by 5. Pass to Spencer. Here's Santos. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Harris. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Just 3 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham skilled at getting to the cup.
To the middle. Here's Horford, and he buries his first look.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money. Pass
to Harris. A minute 31 left in the first. Herder from long range. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
You can't get more silky from three than Herder.
Melton with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. Here's Santos. Stewart defends. Here's Santos. Pass to Horford. Shoots over Duren. Ooh, the turnaround jumper. Count it. Horford's gotten his second bucket.
Man, I love that turnaround jumper. What a tough shot to defend.
Stewart outside. Here's Harris. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
So for the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Duren. LeVert comes in for Harris. Jenkins comes in for Cade Cunningham. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now here's Melton. No points yet. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low. Horford finds Melton. Here's Santos to the left wing. Fires for three. Holland with a rebound.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Jenkins misses. The Warriors lead by 4. Now here's Melton. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Takes a three. That shot is off. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Golden State. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. Now, what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Al Horford out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Porzingis, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richard.
And that trend came right about the end of my career. So I never got to cash in on one of those big 3-and-Ds, but I did win a championship playing that role. So, you know, there's that.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
To the paint. Left side, Herder. And here's LeVert for three. He buries it from three. LeVert's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
And stolen by Stewart. Here's Jenkins. He's scoreless. Pass to LeVert. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Pistons trail by 3. Stewart, the pass to LeVert. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Stewart outside. Over Porzingis. Horford pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Melton. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Stewart against Porzingis. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
It's hard trying to stay down on Porzingis' pump fake because he's so tall. You're trying to get a jump on it. That's why he's so good at getting defenders to bite.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Good on both. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, BA. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
The Warriors lead by 5. Melton outside. Pass to Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
We know Horford has that deep stroke, but when he's inside, oh, Al's at his best.
Here's LeVert. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. For the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Herter. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins.
One shot.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Now here's Melton. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Horford. Releases from 15. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Pistons trail by 4. LeVert finds Thompson. Robinson on the wing. And here's LeVert. It's rebounded by Golden State. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Holland, he's checked in for LeVert. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Cunningham. He has 6. Pass to Stewart. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Robinson. Drills it from deep. Robinson's got 6.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Curry, takes the 3. There he is, the 3-point king, delivers on cue.
Oh, you can always count on Curry for a clapback triple.
Pass to Holland. Back to Cunningham. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Outside Curry. There's the three. And Curry with the answer three.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here. While we have a moment, some leaders from the real NBA. The real numbers show the league leaders in second chance points. 5th best, the Pistons.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
Harris is checked in for the Pistons. And Golden State also making a switch. Green is checked in. Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. Curry, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news. But let's be honest, he is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. So Stewart will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. 4-point game. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Now here's Harris. 7 points in the game. Cunningham finds Harris. 2 points. That one goes. Harris has got 9.
Defense comes at Harris hard inside, but he is physical right back. If you hit first, it hurts less.
Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Curry at the rim.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Harris outside. Pass to Stewart. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Kristaps Porzingis.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And Detroit making a change here. Duran's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Pajemski's checked in for Santos.
One shot.
One shot.
That's good from Stewart. And here's Curry. 17 points in the game. Pass to Green. Outside Moody. Now here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
Outside Robinson. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Moody. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Up top, Curry. He's watched by Cunningham. He gets it in there. Curry's got 22 points.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Outside Robinson. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Curry. Outside Moody. Now Green. Robinson defending. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
Nobody has ever accused Draymond of playing soft. He goes right into the contact and still manages to convert the chance.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Brian, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Outside Curry, launches a 3. Good. He's taken 13 shots. He's drained 10 of them. Fantastic production.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
There's Cunningham with a 3. And Detroit another 3.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
You knew it was coming because Steph, this man loves a good duel.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Pass to Robinson. Now Cunningham. Cunningham is doubled. Three-pointer, Stewart. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors lead by 5. To the inside. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
Zero fear in Green's game. Loves mixing it up down low.
And here's Duren. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Green. He's got 7. Moody passes to Green. On the wing, Curry fires the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Thompson scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
With a strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside Pajemski. Back to Curry. A minute and a half left in the second. Back to Pajemski. Launches it. The Pistons clear it. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thompson. Back to Duren. Tries a 10-footer. On the wing, Thompson. Cunningham against Green. And it's Cunningham missing. The Warriors lead by 6. Porzingis passes to Curry. Outside Pajemski. 41 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Curry. Count it. Curry's got 33.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Pass to Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Cunningham. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now. The kick out, Curry. The 3 is up. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Cunningham. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. The Warriors on top, leading by 9. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Golden State Warriors.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And that game against the Bulls, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. That's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Here's Curry. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Porzingis passes to Moody. 5 to shoot. Thompson with some nice D. Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Robinson. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Harris. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Detroit shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Detroit, Harris. Tobias Harris. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Harris.
A swing man that scores on all 3 levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Curry. He's watched by Cunningham. Now Moody. Stolen by Thompson. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Thompson's got his first basket.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Pass to Porzingis. With the fadeaway. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Curry gets the bucket.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Inside, here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Now Curry. He's got 38. Pass to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Outside Curry. The three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson in the post. Defended by Podziemski. Count that one. Robinson's got 14 points for the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Back to Podziemski. Outside. Green. And the Warriors get it back. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pistons trail by 4. Harris outside. On the wing, Thompson. Cunningham outside. Cunningham taking the contact.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry from outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Pass to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected cam? The Warriors lead by 3. Moody with it. Still no points. Outside Porzingis. Cunningham against Curry. 6 to shoot. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish. Here's Cunningham. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Cunningham. Kate Cunningham with the flush.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Curry. 4-3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Duren with a screen on Curry. Cunningham passes to Duren. Now Harris. The 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
It's Podziemski on the wing. Outside Moody. From deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Now here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. Robinson can't hit. Porzingis against Duren. Outside, Green. On the wing, Curry. Shoots over Robinson. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Harris outside. Duren with a screen on Green. And here's Harris outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole 3-pointer came in the first half.
Melton, he's checked in for Podziemski.
Number 8, DeAndre Melton.
Here's Cunningham.
Come to me.
Harris down low, working on Green. Cunningham outside to stop the run. Tries again, and Duren finishes inside. Duren's got 12.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Back to Curry. Pass to Melton. Now here's Porzingis. And here's Green from the arc. Green able to hit from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Back to Cunningham. For 3, Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Moody from outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. Fires from deep. And the Pistons, another 3.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Outside Moody. Outside Green. The 3-ball. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harris on the wing. Outside Robinson. And here's Thompson, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Melton finds Curry. Let's go with a 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Harris outside. Duren with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And here's Cunningham outside. And the Pistons, another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
For the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Karis LeVert comes in for Thompson. And Herter's subbed in for Robinson. Again, unable to change momentum here. Pistons trail by 3. Outside Herter for the tie. The Warriors pull it in. Melton outside. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Horford. And the Warriors miss again. Detroit has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Part of the 2007 draft. Al Horford continues to be such a valuable player, Richard.
One of the oldest guys in the league. Horford gives you shooting and passing in that front court. Off the floor, well, he's probably even more valuable as a mentor.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Warriors?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Holland, he's checked in for Duren. And he sinks the second.
You've got to admire the all-around capability of Cunningham. Can impact a game in so many ways.
Now Williams. Melton outside. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Pistons trailing. Down low. Stewart, the pass to Cunningham. For the tie. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for the Warriors. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. The fourth spot held by the Pistons.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points.
Melton against Cunningham. Pass to Santos. Back to Horford. And here's Melton. Horford passes to Melton over Cunningham. And that time also a missed shot.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Herder for the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 8 assists here tonight. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Horford. Tight defense on him. Shoots over Holland. That one a little long. And here's Detroit. They're on a 20-6 run. Pass to Herder. Now Cunningham, and stolen by Melton. Puts up a deep three. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. We've got DeAnthony Melton, Al Horford out there with Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Santos in at the three.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Now here's Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Melton misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Back to Herter. Picked by Stewart. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Melton. Outside Porzingis. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. A miss there. Still shooting 6 for 9 though. Herter from long range hits the three-pointer. And it's an 8-point Pistons lead.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Melton passes to Horford and stolen by Stewart. Cunningham with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Pass to LeVert. Stewart inside. Melton covers. There's Herter with the three. And Detroit another three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Cunningham passes to Herter. That three's off the mark.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
With the step back. Here's Santos. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pistons.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Take a break.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
And the first one at the line is good. Harris has checked in for Holland. And Golden State also making a switch. Curry's checked in. He's off on the second.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Herter from long range. Tips it. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Porzingis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Hits yet again. Wow.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Cunningham outside. With the teardrop. And it's good on the layup. Cunningham's got 34.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 53 points.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Outside Herter. Stewart outside. Pass to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks that one from the post. And that's 36 points for Cade Cunningham.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Curry's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
LeVert passes to Cunningham. And here's Harris. Horford covering. Harris against Horford. Harris left side. And here's Cunningham outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Melton outside. Outside Curry. Horford outside. Back to Curry. Launches it from deep. Oh, Curry doing what he does best.
That's not even a deep three for Curry. That's just pretty much his range at this point in his career.
Cunningham finds Herter. LeVert with the ball. Pass to Cunningham. For three. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. Fires for three. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Santos. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Horford for three. And the Warriors with another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. For the Pistons, Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Herter. And the Warriors making a change here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. Shoots over Curry. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors trail by 5. Porzingis passes to Moody. From behind the arc. Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Here's Cunningham. And miss after miss right now.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Curry against Cunningham. To the paint. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
The Warriors have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Back to Curry to take the lead. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
Robinson on the wing, defended by Pajemski. There's Cunningham with a 3. No good there. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Now here's Curry. They kick it out to Porzingis. Misses the 3. The Pistons trailing. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Back to Robinson. Cunningham against Curry. And it's Cunningham missing. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for Golden State. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Knocks it down from distance.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Now here's Cunningham. Duren. And he can't jam it through.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
The 3 from Curry connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Got a piece of it. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Duren. Outside Pajemski. Outside Porzingis. Curry surveys. Here's Green. He launches. Cunningham there for the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thompson outside. From deep. Oh, it's off target.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
It's tipped.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
He got it.
My gracious, you love how willing Harris is to step up. He is fearless in those moments.
Here's Porzingis. Tries from 10, gets it to go.
Once he saw the opening, he had no hesitations.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 7. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Curry against Cunningham. Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Cunningham there for the rebound. Here's Robinson. Now Duren. Outside Pajemski. Now Curry. He got it again! Sensational! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Falls for Curry.
Think about the impact that Steph has had on this game. Him and his team have changed the way the game is played. They have ushered in the three-point era.
And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Curry. Outside Porzingis. Fires the three. It's good from beyond the arc.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Cunningham with the ball. He's covered by Curry. Bucket! Here's Curry. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Beyond the arc. Duran pulls it down. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
And so the Warriors take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie